we know that promote the availability of the trade finance is the direction that WTO has been working on. New challenges such as the COVID-19 pandemic have disrupted the global supply chains in the past few years, making this issue even more prominent. 80% of the global trade requires short-term trade financing, including the credit, insurance, and guarantee. However, in the majority of the developing countries, especially the least developed countries, it is very difficult for the enterprises to obtain trade financing. And the proportion of the small SMEs as well as the female-led enterprises receive a very small proportion of financing. According to our investigation and a survey, and the turning down rate for the trade financing of the SMEs is 45%, and the similar data for the female-led SMEs is as high as 70%, and as a result, about half of the transactions without financing are eventually abandoned. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the cost of the trade financing rose high. Last year, the cost for operating capital of global enterprises rose by an average of 30%, and that number for developing countries even rose to 60%. The gap in global trade financing reached $1.7 trillion, and the contribution of the multilateral development banks can approximately provide about $35 billion per year, which is just a drop in the bucket for the overall gap. And the lack of access to finance is one of the major obstacles to the participation of the developing countries.